Program alarm 1201. You will go on the 1201 ring. Roger, go 1201.
Hey, yo, we on, man.
What's
Welcome
good?
to another episode of 1201 the podcast. Not just any episode, the Christmas episode, 1201 the podcast. You see it, the Olaf, my man Twizzleman 56. That's TWIZZLEMAN 56.
Let him know.
So it go J. With all underscores in between. Shout out to my man podcast. And you know, this is his look, the snapback. So we doing the snapback Santa. Hashtag snapback Santa. You dig what I'm saying? Yo, we got so much packed into these episodes, man. You know, we took the week off last week.
We did.
Thanksgiving was that real. We had to just do a quick episode after that and just chill out for a little bit, get back right. You know what I'm saying? Get back into work mode, grind mode, fourth quarter mode, you know what I'm saying?
Let's get it.
So much stuff going on, so much inspiring stuff. Like I came across the top investment list for Jay-Z.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that has so many cool investments I didn't even know he was part of.
Yeah, he's definitely doing the boss mogul thing going on.
Super big
I have a
boss.
whole new respect for Jay-Z on this level. And now they're just going full entrepreneur mode. Yeah. Just thinking about the kind of decision that is, man. He got the game sold up. Hemmed and everything. Stapled in and everything. Ready to go. And the great thing that I did see in that, which I did not know, it's a very diverse list.
Oh, yeah.
What was going on. Like, one was like an app and something that was totally different. What it was.
Well, you know, they had Tidal. Tidal's the obvious one. That's his music app, what he wants to do that's going to be more rewarding for the artists and for the creative, more so than Spotify or Apple Music or iTunes.
And it's your own stuff.
Yeah. There was the app that just got me interested in this app in general. It's a Jet Smarter is the name of the app.
That's what I was thinking.
And that's basically for renting your own private plane.
That's it, man.
You fly a lot.
Listen,
I fly a lot.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That would be dope if it became affordable enough and we could just be like, yo, we got to make a move to Philly real quick. Let's just, you know what I'm saying? 45-minute flight, 1 hour flight. Dope. Just use Jet Smarter.
That's it. See, and that's what I'm saying. Like come on, who would think of that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Obviously, somebody who got money like that.
So he's got money in the champagne. Yeah. He's got money in Douce.
Yeah.
Armand is another alcoholic beverage.
Yeah.
He even has money in Uber. Probably safe to say in 2020 coming up now, this is going to be the year where everything is going to be done on your phone, on your app.
Really quick, I think Uber and Lyft is going to be the beginning of iRobot.
That's it.
I guarantee.
You think they're going to merge? Could you get an Uber Lyft? Could you imagine getting an Uber Lyft?
Hey, bro, actually, pretty marketable.
I need an Uber Lyft.
Hey, you can follow him for that, bro.
My man's had too much to drink. Let's get him an Uber Lyft.
Hey, straight up. That's how lit though.
iRobot, the start of it.
I'm telling you, and they just using people right now as test subjects. I guarantee you that's what's going on.
You think that's it, huh?
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That's all it is. They're preparing you for it. It's 2020, bro.
But you remember in iRobot, the whole idea was they pretty much had the robots doing everything. They were doing all the remedial work, all the minimum wage work.
Yeah.
You know, everybody had an iRobot, like everybody had a computer or home PC in their house.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting to the point where delivery stuff will be delivered by bots.
Did you see that thing Jeff Bezos or whoever is doing? Basically, they're gonna have the drones. You know how you got a drone and you got it with the camera on it?
Yeah.
Well, this one's gonna have an attachment that holds the package.
Yeah.
And the drone is gonna pull up at your house and you know set off your Ring doorbell, your other automated devices. They're gonna go off and alert you, and then next thing you know is this zipping across your lawn, dropping off a box for you.
Man, the UPS one they got where you had the UPS van where you can, like, the UPS van may park in the area and just post up shop and then release drones to deliver.
Just opens up like.
Just opens up.
I think I've seen a scary movie, a futuristic scary movie with the truck pops up and then a bunch of drones fly out.
It, bro.
Yeah,
it's about to be a new world, and I just hope everybody's ready for it.
It's crazy. You know what's funny? Popped into my playlist out of nowhere. I was somewhere and I just heard it playing in the back. Oh, I was at a bowling alley. Yeah. And it was playing 1999 by Prince. And I'm just like, man.
Classic.
We're 20 years removed from the actual 1999.
Yeah.
And how many extra years removed from the actual release of the song? Because the song released in what, 80 something?
Yeah. You know
what I'm saying?
That's pretty old.
It's crazy. And then listening to it now, it's got so many remnants. It's kind of like reading 1984 That movie, that book by Orson Welles.
Oh yeah.
That futuristic time. Does it scare you? We're gonna have your microphone's gonna be dropped off by a robot.
Hey, I mean, listen, I watch a lot of superhero stuff, so a lot of that technology is what they actually have in the film. So it'll be more common to me to do
Think it'll be more domicile, to have it more under control.
It would just be more surreal to me. Like, wow, this is really happening right now. Like, whoa,
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't freak me out, but it'd just be like, man, that's you know what I'm saying?
It's wild. Back to Jay, of course, he still got the Rock Nation, sports management, entertainment, artist management. So, his lineup is just amazing.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that his deal with the NFL, do you think that Kaepernick is one of his people, or you think he was trying to recruit him?
I think Kaepernick is signed to Rock Nation, Rock Nation Sports, or whatever the leg of that company is for the sports athletes. So, I think he signed to it.
So do you think that was a pub stud?
I think it's like a double dip of some sorts.
True.
He's trying to get money on the deal from the end of the owners and money on the deal from the end of the agent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though he might not be the direct agent for Colin,
right.
I'm sure he's
got a hand in
top of the food chain.
Okay.
So everything gets kicked up, just like the mob.
Sure.
Just like the mafia, everything gets kicked up. You know what I'm saying?
True.
But yeah, man, it's his endorsements and his list of things that he's part of, starting or part of, or venture capitalist, and it's amazing to me, and it's mad inspirational, especially going into the new year. You know what I mean?
No
things
doubt.
that we trying to pop off, and things that we trying to get going. It gets all my gears turning. You know what I'm saying? It really gets my gears going.
It is, man.
Yeah, and another thing too is like seeing like an artist like Ross. Ross dropped more than 3 months ago. Remember that Port of Miami 2?
Yep.
He's still up to date, sending promo. All of his posts, he's tagged. He's still talking about go buy Port of Miami 2 or go stream Port of Miami 2.
Yeah, I saw a post about that too. They was just saying that
4 months past the release, and he's still pushing. You know why? Because he's in there for next year Grammys. He didn't make this Grammy list. Remember, we was talking about the Grammy list last couple episodes.
Yeah.
Straight. He didn't make that list.
Yeah.
But he's in there for the next one. He's trying to get them sales up.
Yeah, no doubt. And this is the time to really do that. It's fourth quarter, push hard. You know what I'm saying? You got, some people not really dropping around fourth quarter. When you got some people that take
it's pretty much like if you haven't dropped yet for the year, and you're gonna drop fourth quarter. If you haven't started promoting in the third quarter, you kind of don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think that's just what he's going on. He's just trying to create a buzz. If you got to think about it, it's smarter. He's saying, when the last time you really heard from Ross like that?
Yeah, when he dropped Port of Miami, that was it.
Well, I mean,
he did the tours for all the podcasts. He did the tours for all the shows.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like music-wise, until that one, it was a minute before he actually
that's true.
dropped something.
He was just doing shows, really.
Yeah,
I seen him at BB King's.
I mean, that's how they
doing
eat,
shows.
They eat.
That's the only way they eat. That's the only way they eat.
Yeah, they eat after the shows. So of course you're gonna keep doing your shows, but like dropping a major project, it was a little minute. So he had to do that, and then Meek. I think Meek signed with Jay, right?
Yeah.
Or did they have some kind of deal together?
They got a deal going on. They got a lot of business deals going on.
Yeah, so that Meek's about to be on that next level, man.
Philly's got a lot of talent. We just out in Philly too.
Yeah, shoot ya. Man, listen, we got to go with Max. We got, bro.
Max's.
I hope y'all got y'all stuff together, bro.
Oh man,
I pulled up, bro. It was like
we was outside of Max's an hour or two before they shut it down.
The hype was so real, dog. I was so blown. I was like, oh my gosh.
I was upset.
Hey, I was ready.
I was super ready.
I was ready.
When they talked about, when I seen the sign for Max's, outside of the sign for Max's got a hoagie.
That broke my heart, man.
It's got a Philly cheesesteak that is so massive and so loaded with material. It's crazy.
So ready.
And then that door wouldn't open.
Hey,
and I was janking on that door, pause. I was pulling on that door.
Right now, dog. Y'all gotta.
It's crazy.
You can't be that great right now.
It's crazy.
Something.
You might want to detach from that bar, whatever happened. I don't care what happened. Just get back right. We trying to pull up.
We trying to pull
up. Well, Philly was a beautiful city, though.
It was, though.
I can't wait to go back. Philly was beautiful. In the other news, we're probably going to get back into this more into the break because I want to talk. I'm like fully vested in this discussion right here. You saw the video I sent you from the artist. He's a new artist. One of the new artists that's out. Skinny from the Nine.
Yes.
Apparently his engineer. You know what? I'm not gonna fully go into this yet. All I'm gonna say is basically,
I felt confused.
Where do you draw the line at with these new artists? And what kind of time are we living in now where we forgot that if it wasn't for the engineer, bro, you know, what could you do, really? I mean, yeah, if you could record yourself, fine, but seriously, you got to really know what you're doing. Especially for an artist like Skinny. I mean, from what I've heard, he ain't nothing but a built-up artist with auto-tune.
But that's the wave right now.
So I'm gonna refresh you. I'm gonna let you watch it off the break, and then we coming right off the break and talk about this because this is hometown for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is the Christmas issue. The Christmas version, the Christmas show, Christmas special. Olaf don't even understand what's going on. You know, shout out everybody checking this out, man. Shout out 132, the Ryan Show. Ryan, I'm sorry I missed out on the event, the Toys for Tots. I'm pulling up on the next one. We pull up on the next one. Heavy. Everything's gonna be ready, plugged in, ready to go. Shout out to everybody holding us down from Canada, Georgia, Florida, Las Vegas. Actually, Pennsylvania, we got Pennsylvania on deck. I forgot one of my artists is out there now. I got to put you onto that.
No doubt.
Yeah, but more after this break, man. Skinny from the 9. We got to figure out what's going on in your head, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Podcast Santa again. Snapback Santa is hashtag Snapback Santa. Follow us on the gram, 1201 the podcast, TWELVE _OH _ the number 1. Twizzleman, TWIZZLEMAN 56. And you. Of course, so it go J, SOITGOJAY. All underscores in between. You dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We'll be right after this break, bro. Right back into it.
Let's stay tuned.
Roger, go 1201.
From the 9.
Where he from?
He from the 9. Skinny from the 9. The engineer from the studio, though.
Hey.
Listen, yo, we on, man. Welcome back to 1201 the podcast. Hot off break, man. I just had to let my man, Twizzleman 56.
I already knew it was going to be some work, bro.
You saw what he tweeted?
Listen, that was disrespectful.
Let me recap you. Off the break, we was talking about a video that surfaced of Skinny from the 9 fighting his engineer over a tweet that was sent out. You know, the tweet was negative. The tweet was bad. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely.
Why? Like do for Star Trek. Why?
Why
would you do?
Why would you do that? But yeah, no, they got into a real tussle. It was close to a lot of equipment too. That's really what made my heart beating fast. I was like,
no.
Engineer,
no.
Producer, artists, writers, the whole 9, creatives, video, the whole 9. We do all that. So we're looking at this from a whole different set of lenses.
Exactly what he tweeted. Say exactly.
A whole different set of lenses. So he goes, why these niggas make me engineer Skinny from the 9, comma. I'm about to just make that shit ass, to be honest. I'm gonna just make that sound like ass. In context, he's gonna make his music sound like ass.
Like, bro, number one, that's kind of like breaking the engineering code. Dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, bro, your job is to make sure everybody's music sound good.
Absolutely.
Not bad.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't count on the amount of fingers I have, the amount of times I've thought this, but I've never said it, nor have I put it out on social media. And this was through Facebook and MySpace times, all types of times. I could have had a blog spot talking about all these trash rappers I've come across, but listen, it's the job, man. That's what you sign up for. It's kind of like the unwritten code. Yeah. You were the hype man in the studio.
Facts.
Now you just a punching bag in the studio, bro.
And then for you to say that, you got your behind whooped.
You know they always come in there 10 deep. Bruh. I never seen no engineer with 10 of his friends in the studio. It's the engineer by himself.
Exactly.
Stupid.
Dude, it's dumb. You about to get dumb. He's lucky he just fought him one-on-one. I know a lot of people that probably come in there and just groups and they all stop you just because they roll with that.
It's crazy.
Like, bruh, you
Skinny wasn't playing.
Nah, he came up
Skinny was upset.
He came up there and he
Yo, I was like, first of all, when did he start following him for him to see that tweet?
I have no idea. Was there any beef before that? Like, what caused him to say that?
Nah, that looked like on site. That looked like as soon as he pulled up to the engineers, as soon as he pulled up to the room, A room, B room, whatever it is, it looked like they're in a B room because you see how small that is.
Yeah.
It looked like as soon as they pull up, it was on site.
Oh, man.
It was on site. Unless he was dumb enough to you're like, yo, follow me real quick, and then he follows him and actually sees that. And he's like, oh, word?
I have no idea.
Smack the shit out of the kid too.
Hey, all I know is
smack the Yo, smack the Christmas spirits out of him. You know what I'm saying? All three, past, present, and future.
I couldn't blame him for doing that though. Like, bro, you just like, he didn't even try to help this man get better. He just was like, hey, I'm going to make your music like
trash. He's like, I'm gonna make. To be honest, I'm gonna make his music sound like ass.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just go out on a ledge and say, to be honest, you ain't have to do that much work to make his music sound like ass. So what you was really doing, that was like an off day for you anyway. You called that one in. You called that. He did that one via Skype.
Via Skype.
What do you mean? Like, come on, seriously? You gonna pick on Skinny from the 9? At least get your credits, man. Just get your credits and keep it moving. All you young engineers, stop looking for this internet glory and fame. Get a podcast, motherfucker. Get a podcast. Don't do this dumb shit. Yo, I swear to God, yo. We just passed Jigga Man's birthday too. We was talking about Jigga Man before the break.
Yeah.
December 4th. Yeah. You know what he did to give us back a gift? He releases his whole catalog on Spotify. Drops the whole thing.
Wow.
Stuff with Linkin Park, you know, the stuff he did back on the Dynasty album. That was a big album. The stuff he did when he was beefing with Nas.
Yeah.
All his catalog.
What makes you think he did that? Why he did that?
I don't know. I mean, it's a smart move, I guess. You're kind of gathering up a lot of people. And then how long are you going to leave it on Spotify?
That would be my next question.
I don't think I've checked it to see if it's still on there.
Yeah.
You know, as a matter of fact, it could have gone. He could have just dropped it on the day. Because I was listening to 444 and a bunch of his things on the day. I'm opening it up real quick. I'm going to just do a quick search. Because before this, when you needed Jay-Z, you had to get a Jay-Z related playlist. Now his music's still on there. So we'll keep an eye on that and see. His entire catalog is still on there. So what, we at midway to December right now. This is going to drop Christmas Eve, basically. You know what I'm saying?
He's smart too.
Yeah.
Because like people, I don't think too many people like Tidal. I don't, you know, they pay out one of the most, you know, as far as the streamers and stuff.
And they're one of the fastest too to put your music in the store.
Yeah, so
they rush your music to the store.
I don't hear a lot of people in Tidal. You know what I'm saying? But I know everybody has Spotify. Like
everybody uses Spotify and Pandora.
Yeah.
I think second to Spotify is still Pandora, and that's interesting that that's still stuck around.
I think Spotify is a newer version of Pandora. I think Pandora didn't evolve to the next level that they were supposed to. They kind of just got blockbustered, and you remember how Netflix just came out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Redbox.
Yeah,
Redbox put the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? They came, like, you got to evolve with it, and I feel like Pandora didn't evolve, and that's what Spotify became. Yeah. And now Spotify is that new player, but it's actually pretty good.
Spotify is interactive.
Yeah.
And Spotify, I don't know if you've noticed the algorithm with Spotify.
I have not. I'm learning that right now as we speak.
There was a real algorithm with Spotify. We got a little bit of time. We're going to get into this. What? There's an algorithm in Spotify that I've been peeping. If I play certain music, because I play it on shuffle, sometimes I play it straight through from top to bottom, and my playlist is diverse. What I notice is if I play certain music, if it's got harmonic tones, if it's got like acoustic tones, it will pick something along the lines when it shuffles and picks the next song. It kind of plays a mood for you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's got a lot of different hyper extensions and options you can pick when you're creating your own playlist. So a lot of that builds into the algorithm it has. Right. It's crazy because if I keep one song on loop or keep on manually repeating a song, which I do often, the next song that plays on shuffle is almost the same artist or almost identical music. Yeah. And I think that's very, very strange. Yeah. And I be talking about stuff, or sometimes I'll play something on my computer and my phone is nearby, and as soon as I hit play on Spotify, it picks that same song and plays it in shuffle or something similar. And it's crazy. I'm like, so the same way you hear about Alexa listening in, and I think Spotify has got some type of AI, some type of artificial intelligence, iRobot stuff that's picking your music.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
It could be. It could be all this Illuminati talk because we on Jay-Z's topics. Oh, no. Speaking of which, you know, first inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Wow. Jigga Man.
That's huge.
Yeah, 22 Grammys, huge.
Yeah, he got a lot of
14 number ones to coincide. 100 million plus records sold overall. Yeah. Jigga Man, happy birthday, man. Happy belated. For real, for real.
Cause we getting it.
Yep. Speaking of getting it, Drake is Spotify's Artist of the Decade.
I can see that. Drake has always been a person to take advantage of streaming.
Yeah.
Like his camp has made sure that this is probably the only artist I know that came out for 1 year. I can't remember what year it was, a couple years ago.
2016, 2017, Drake
it's
really bust.
around there. He just dropped number of singles throughout that whole year.
Yeah.
Like he didn't even drop an album.
When he was on that Young Money rap, he was just single after feature after feature after feature.
He was eating.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And so I think that has a lot to...
I said a decade.
Yeah, that has a lot to do with
I said a decade.
But he's
rumoring a new album is gonna drop in 2020.
You know he gotta do it.
First quarter?
You know he gotta do it.
You calling first quarter? You think he can come out with another Kiki? Because Kiki was the last big hurrah for him. That was the last big hurrah.
I think it's gonna be different because of his son. I think now he has a son.
Yeah.
He took some. I'm pretty sure right now he's taking some time to spend time with.
That
his
makes
son,
sense.
especially just coming out with that information.
That makes sense. Holiday time, family time.
Yeah. So you're gonna see a different Drake, and I'm excited to see who this next Drake will be.
Interesting. Drake, Father of the Year could be.
Hey, well, you're gonna see a lot more of them. I guarantee you. Guarantee you.
Segue from Drake, Riri was in the news too.
Oh.
She made first black woman to succeed 200 weeks straight on the Billboard Top 200.
I can see that.
200 weeks straight. What is that?
Her songs.
52 weeks, make a year. So we're talking about 4 years straight.
Yeah,
4 years running.
Facts.
Like she ain't dropped no new music.
None.
She dropped some new makeup, dropped some new clothing.
That's about it. To drop no new music, man. A lot of her songs is
She dropped that one picture. That picture though, boy.
Killing the game.
Listen. Oh. Come on, bro. We gotta get into it. This is Christmas time. It's Pete.
Make him say,
Percy Miller swag. Percy Miller braids.
You talking about Blue?
Yeah. Make him say,
Caffey the Bee.
Listen. Okay, so he got Rap Snacks. Rap Snacks has now become so norm. It's been the norm that you walk into 7-Eleven in New York. Yeah. Rap Snacks is right there at the front counter.
Yeah.
Next to the 7-Eleven Select chips.
In the South, you could only find them in those gas stations that
Circle K's.
Yeah, not even Circle K's. No, it has to be like those ones you kind of got to go in the hood or
Dirt Roads.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those. But now I was shocked to see those in Walmart.
You got the Walmart contract.
Yeah, I was like, yo.
P, I see you, P.
He
Percy
created some
Miller
too.
Huh?
He created some noodles. He was saying that he grew up on noodles, and so he created his own brand of noodles.
Ramen style noodles.
That's smart. Dude.
Rap noodles.
It's so simple and smart. Come on, everybody's been eating the orange. I can't even pronounce that the M word noodle.
Manchurian.
Yeah,
Manchurian.
They've been eating that for years, bro. Like they've been feeding us that when we were little. Throw the hot sauce.
So it's the same Rap Snacks brand. Now he's got Cajun. So what is that? Creamy chicken gumbo.
Bruh,
Rap Snacks.
That sounds good.
Icon ramen noodles.
That's straight munchie food.
Got Master P on the cover. Icon ramen noodles. I can P. P.
Come on.
What's going on, man?
Listen.
We gotta have everything. I want the SpaghettiOs. I want the whole nine, bro. I want the whole nine.
I would definitely eat some Master P SpaghettiOs.
I gotta find these noodles, bro. It's going down.
Yeah, bro.
Creamy chicken gumbo. That sounds delicious.
Yeah, exactly.
P, you killing the game, P.
Come on.
Yo, from selling the records out the trunk of the car, getting all profit, to go into the record label and saying, no, I'm going to give you money and do all my publicity and do all my everything. I want to keep all my publishing, all my rights, everything. Yeah. I'm going to just pay for all my stuff. All I need is you to front this. Just get me into the stores. All you want to do is get into the record stores, get into the Virgin Mega stores and get sold.
Yeah.
That's it. Man, kept all that dough, all that bread. You caught up with the Sunday service for Thanksgiving? Was it the Thanksgiving one he did in Miami?
Yeah.
Dressed up in all silver.
Yeah,
We talking about Kanye. I don't think an episode has gone by and we not talked about Yeezy.
There was one I saw where. Oh, okay.
What's that?
That's probably the machine in there.
It's not been like a week or episode gone by we not talking about Yeezy.
Oh man, listen, I saw this one meme where it had the Mario green brick, and when Mario turned green, he turned metallic, and they had Kanye right there.
Bruh.
Like yo, stupid, man.
The Kanye West opera, directed by Vanessa Beecroft, music by the Sunday service, and the angel said, unto her, fear not, Mary, for thou hast found favor with God. And behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb and bring forth a son, and shalt call his name Jesus. So that was the cover of the invitations to the Sunday service.
Yeah.
That was, and then you saw it because it happened, and he was dressed up in the all silver. He was doing it on a boat in the pier down in Miami, Port of Miami. You know what I'm saying? He was doing it down on the pier. It was an event. It was an event to behold. People just pulled up, just on the pier, just watching it. The boat is literally going by, and they're singing, and music is playing, and he's got the 808s going. It's insanity.
That's dope, man.
Yo, to think, to be in the head of Kanye for just 60 seconds would probably exhaust me.
Yeah. That type of media hype that came from that, bro. It's so many people saying so many things about that.
Yo.
Hey, this man is doing something really great right now.
He is getting the people caught off guard, man. He's really going in. He's really going in. And then you heard about Chance with his merch. Oh, we got to hit him with the merch, too,
How does
man.
your hat
So Chance the Rapper went on the Joe Budden podcast. Bruh. He was talking about the 3 hat he always wears. Cost him, what, $3 a hat? He said he made $6 million off of those hats. And he's been selling them for a good long time. Yeah. And he wore them everywhere. He wore them to the Grammys, MTV Awards, the Music Video Awards, the BET Awards. He wore them everywhere. He was in the Twix commercial. He was in the commercial with that boy band, Backstreet Boys, with the Doritos. The halftime or something like that, Super Bowl ad or something. He had the 3 hat on in everything. He has been pushing that 3 hat, and I forget what it meant. I remember a long time ago when I was listening to his Acid mixtape, he had talked about what it meant, but just crazy. From Rick Ross and him doing the same type of thing for years and years and years. He's been pushing that same product. Came $6 million off of that product. Crazy.
That's dope.
Speaking of which, follow us on 1201 the podcast, DWELVE_OH_1. My man Twizzleman 56.
What's good?
Yo, I'm So It Go J with So It Go J with all underscores in between. Yo, man, we got so much stuff we getting into. I know the holidays is coming up. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a kin. You know, for everybody that has been watching us, you know, throughout all the episodes we've been doing thus far, thank you for following along. Those of our followers on the page, we appreciate you. We love you. Without you, there won't be us. You dig what I'm saying?
Not even.
Won't be. Yo, peace and love. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Share it. Like I said, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell some kin.
Let them know.
Yo, Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope you spending great time with your loved ones. Having a great time out there. Getting into that food, you know what I'm saying? Fourth quarter, we in that magic time. That's that special time right now. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get it.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, we'll check you back next episode. We're going to drop the next episode for New Year's. And it's 2020. We out. Thanks, bro. Straight up.